these are our sunflower plants, and we've already taken scissors and we've cut off the heads off of the sunflower plant, and this is what they look like. You've got to take all these flower seeds off. We've got several more right here. What you have to do, this one looks like the birds ate some of the seeds, but here's a perfect one here. So, you take all the flowers off, and we've got to take the seeds and clean them and bake them with salt if you like, or you can eat them without salt. There's flowers on the top of it. We'll go ahead and just take your thumb and kind of like go across. Some of the birds ate these seeds, so that's why some of them are missing. But if you can see, and as you can see, this one's a perfect one. This one's a perfect one. Birds have not eaten that one, and looks like the seeds are pretty healthy. Looks like every seed I'll be able to wash and bake, salt it and bake it. So let's go inside and de-seed these sunflowers, and we'll go from there. All right, we'll get some nice, delicious sunflowers to eat, right, Sophia? All right, so we're going to take these, and I separated one flower. We got a bowl, already done one sunflower plant. We're gonna do the rest. So basically, sometimes it's easier to cut it in half, and just take your thumb and start taking them off, just gently. Okay, now we're all done. So we took all the seeds out, as many as we could. The ones that are in here are too small, and we've got the sunflowers. So a bunch of them. There goes Pocky. He likes to fly around, our parakeet. And so we're gonna clean these and roast them. Now, this is a lot for at least, for at least 4 or 5 plants. They're kind of small, but that's a lot. Those are a lot of seeds. And my wife loves sunflowers. She likes to eat sunflower seeds, so this will be a nice, pleasant surprise for her. She wasn't too sure if we were able to harvest these, but it looks like we will be able to. All right, let's go to the next step. Okay, once you harvest the sunflowers, you got them in a colander, and you want to rinse them. To get all the anything that's in there from the flowers, like dirt, pollen, you don't know. Even birds may have landed on it and pooped on it. Bird poop. And it gets rid of all the, all the impurities in there. Okay, once that is, we got some good seeds in here. Pour that in here. All right. So once we've drained it and cleaned the seeds, the next step is to boil it. All right, so you want to get a pot of water, maybe half full. You want to get some salt. Actually, let's go ahead and start this up. Stove. Got it on high there. And you want to make sure you put enough salt in. So we're going to put in at least a half a cup of salt. And you want to mix it around. All right, so we're going to add the sunflowers. Drop these in there. And we just mix these around. Now, I'm doing these, I'm speeding up the method of cooking. This is a shortcut to roasting the sunflowers. Usually you soak the sunflowers in salt water for 24 hours, but we're going to speed up the process and we're going to boil them in salt. So let's see, just make sure this is salty enough. Yeah. All right, the sunflowers are beginning to boil. We'll boil them for approximately 10 minutes, and after that we'll drain them. Be careful not to rinse them though, because if you rinse them, you'll take a lot of the salt out, and you want these to be salty. So we'll see you back here in around 10 minutes when we drain them. Okay, the sunflowers are done boiling. We boiled them actually for 30 minutes. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think 15 minutes was a little too short for. So we're going to drain them. You don't want to rinse them. Get a little bit of color in it. Because if you rinse them, you'll take the saltiness out of there. All right, let's get the hot pan. Make sure you take care and use oven mitts. All right. Okay, so next we put them on a baking sheet and we bake them. Okay, we're going to spread these out on a baking sheet. Kind of hot, so you want to use a wooden spoon or a spatula. Let's get all these seeds, and we're going to spread them out. Let's get that across. All right, so you can see a clear picture. Kind of spread them out. You want to at least space them so they don't clump together. I mean, they're still gonna. Some of these. See, there's one that's a seed. There's a seed that's out, but that's okay. Just spread them out. All right. Now we're going to bake it probably for around 30 minutes, maybe less. These seeds are a little small, or kind of small, so and we'll bake it at 300 degrees. Here's a little seed. Salty. Another one. All right. Just spread them out. All right, let's go ahead and put them in the oven. All right, we're gonna preheat the oven to 300 degrees. That should be good enough. Okay, we're ready to put these sunflower seeds, look at those babies, in the oven. We got the oven, it's preheated to 300 degrees, and in they go. All right, we'll put on the timer for 30 minutes. Now remember, again, the traditional way to prepare these sunflowers is to let them soak in salty solution, salt water, for 24 hours, but like I was saying earlier, due to time constraints, I took a shortcut. Learned that you can boil them in salt water for 30 minutes, and they should come out still tasting like sunflower seeds. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes. Okay, they are done. They're finished. I actually added an additional 15 minutes to the cooking, to the roasting, because they weren't quite done. They're nice and roasted now, as you can see. And I don't want to cook these any longer because the smaller seeds will just get burned, so. And there you go. Nice roasted sunflower seeds. Really easy to do, except the hard part was taking the seeds out of the sunflower pot itself, the sunflower itself. That took some time, but other than that, pretty easy to roast these babies. We'll let them cool down, and then we eat them. Time for a taste test. We're gonna taste one of these. You know, they're so small, you can crack them open, but you actually can eat the shell itself. It's edible. It just kind of crumbles. Tastes good. Good. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe. And thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. I better save some for my wife.